What's going on, guys? JSGC here, and we are here for the Manchester City transfer update number 8. Now we're going to start off with the ins. There's only one bit of news for the ins. This is all focused on Jorginho. And apparently, according to Gazzetta dello Sport in Italy, they've been saying that a £44 million fee has been agreed between Manchester City and Napoli for Jorginho. They just need to iron out the bonuses and the add-ons, and also whether they want to include the possibility of Zinchenko. So this base £44 million basically there, that's what's been agreed. They're just trying to iron out everything else, all these little bits of the deals, and they'll try and get this up to probably Napoli will be looking towards 50, towards £60 million, whereas Man City are probably trying to keep it as low as possible. So I don't think it's that far away, the deal. It's just not there yet. When we'll get there, you know, I don't know, but we're nearing in on the weekend. I wouldn't imagine there'll be that much progress over the weekend. I'm hoping to get an update on Mahrez instead over the weekend, but we'll probably get back on to Jorginho into next week. You know, I mean, I was hoping to have it done and signed and sealed and everything by today, but there we go, things like that happen. Obviously, things have been delayed, things happen, and things are taking forever. Things take a while. It's been going on for 3 weeks now, and it's carrying on. This is what happens when you've got two stubborn clubs negotiating. But Jorginho, he's had dinner. Why is that in the news? Well, apparently he's brought in some of his friends, his family, and some of the staff from Napoli too. And Italian media have been reporting that he said his farewells to these Napoli staff as he's headed out on holiday to Brazil. He put that on his Instagram story yesterday because some fans were speculating, is he going to Manchester? I'm more wondering, how long is he going on holiday for? Obviously, he's probably not going to do a medical whilst on holiday. They'll probably call him in once a fee's been agreed to go and do this medical. Or Man City are giving themselves this time limit, like maybe a week, maybe 2 weeks or so, to try and sort through a deal. By the time his holiday's done, he'll come back to Manchester. He'll do his medical and everything will be signed and sorted then. So people that have been saying that this deal's imminent, absolutely not. It isn't imminent. This is suggesting this is going to go on for at least another week or two. So we'll wait and see. Hopefully I'll have another update over the weekend, but certainly into next week we will get an update. I'm hoping to get a Mahrez update too. But that's where we stand with it in. So Jorginho, I think a little bit of progress has been made if we believe what's the Gazzetta dello Sport saying in Italy, which are normally quite reliable, not too bad. With the outs, we've had a couple of bits of news. Now, Aguero's been doing an interview in Argentina. He's confirmed that he's staying at Manchester City. I know someone asked a couple of videos ago about an update on Aguero. I did give an update, and he stays. He's not going to Atletico Madrid. He isn't going to Independent, not in this window anyway. He said he's going to stay at Manchester City until his contract's up. That's what I'm expecting Sergio Aguero to do. I don't think Man City will get any money for him. I think they'll just wait till Aguero wants to leave, once he feels like he's done everything that he can at Manchester City, and then he'll leave and go back home to Argentina. He said he's also enjoying working under Pep, which is nice to see. And speaking of Pep and rivalries, that brings us nicely onto Yaya Toure. Now, the Daily Mail has been saying that Yaya Toure wants to work with Pellegrini again, and that West Ham is an option for him, and he wants to go to West Ham. However, there's a big problem with his wage demands. Obviously, he was on 200k plus at Man City. West Ham aren't going to pay 200k plus. They pulled out of a deal for Pastore because he wanted 180k a week. They won't pay that. I couldn't imagine West Ham paying any more than maybe 120,000 pounds per week, which is still an extravagant amount of money. So Yaya Toure is going to have to take a big wage hike, which is very correspondent to saying that he wanted to go to a top 6 side and he'd accept a wage of £1 a week. Yeah, things are contradicting there. And speaking of this Yaya Toure, Pep Guardiola thing, there's a couple of players, former Pep players, have come out in his defence and said there's no racism there from Pep. You just simply have to work hard. This has come from Boateng, Jerome Boateng, who worked with Pep at Bayern Munich. It's come from Keita as well, who worked with Pep at Barcelona. De Bruyne has suggested this too. Do you know what I mean? Things just don't add up from Yaya Toure. It just sounds very bitter, and it sounds, you know, it's sad. It really is sad. But yeah, there we go. I think that's the transfer news. One added on little bit of news that I did crop across yesterday from the French media outlets. They were saying that Patrick Vieira is set to go and join Nice in France from New York City. So they're part of the CFG, the City Football Group, obviously New York City Football Club. So he's set to leave them. He wanted to leave on good terms. He said he wouldn't leave until they found a replacement. He wants to leave on good notes with the CFG. Why? Because Man City will probably be after him at some point in the future, is what he's hoping for. So if he has an impressive time in France, he signed a 3-year deal, then he might be one of Man City's suitors for once Pep decides to leave. Pep, who's got 3 seasons left at Manchester City on his new contract, and Vieira has got 3 years left on his contract. So maybe Patrick's thinking of tying things in there. We'll have to wait and see how he performs in France. And the last note with Patrick Vieira, if he does become the new Nice manager, which is looking likely, then one option for Man City is Jean-Michel Seri, who plays for Nice. And if we've got good relations with Vieira, their manager, then that should make negotiations a little bit easier if things with Jorginho don't go the way we want and we want to look at an alternative. And he is definitely one of the alternatives. That would make that deal a little bit more straightforward and less complicated, because I imagine he'll want to invest in his squad and use that money there, or he'll want to keep him. But imagine if he wants to keep his relations up with Man City, then they'll go into negotiations and they'll try and make things run as smooth as possible. So that's one thing to consider. Like I said, we'll be back tomorrow over the weekend. I'll be covering Saturday and Sunday in case there's any more updates. I'm not expecting too much, so the videos will probably be a little bit shorter. But still, there might be more developments, so do stay tuned for that. So if you are interested, subscribe, notifications on. Hello and thank you to all of my new subscribers gained. My channel is going through a blossom at the moment, which I'm really enjoying. So if you are new around here, don't forget to subscribe, notifications on. I'll keep you all up to date with the latest exclusives with Manchester City transfers. And remember, transfer updates daily. So if you want to be kept up to date on everything that's happening at Man City in the transfer market, then it's a good idea to subscribe. Don't forget to leave a big thumbs up if you did enjoy the video. My links to social media, so like I said in previous videos, I'll be retweeting and commenting on all things on Man City and what's happening there. So if you want to go and check out where my sources are coming from and little bits of information and other stuff that isn't transfer related, I'll put that on there, so you can go follow me on there. Links to that in the description below, along with my Instagram if you want to go and check out, and my email if you want to go and leave me any business enquiries. And also don't forget to check out my second channel and my brother's partner channel, Mixed, do mixology drinks. I'll leave the links to them up at the end of the video. You can go and check out them, like and subscribe, and I'll see you all again tomorrow. So it's been JSGC. Hope you'll have a wonderful rest of your Friday. Enjoy the weekend. Peace. Ciao for now.